Assembling glue, the vibe is tight. Crafting dreams in the morning light. Threads and fabric, needles and glue. Creating magic, just me and you. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilting solid, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilting solid, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Laser beams cutting shapes so clean. Colors collide like a vivid dream. Tips and tricks pass round the crowd. Creating together, hearts so proud. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilting solid, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilting solid, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Flow. Let the love flow.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, hey, hey,
hello,
everybody. How's
hello,
everybody
everybody.
doing? Hey, oh, Miss Linda, we got a lot of people in here. Let's see who we got. We got Miss Kelly. We got NJ. Drive safe out there, NJ. We got Miss Kristen. Oh my God, Miss Roslyn. Look, it's hard to see these names. They changed it on us again. Miss Angie. Miss Sharon Davenport. Miss Alice. Ooh, Miss Sassy Classy. We got Miss Robbins Creations, Miss Sylvia. Oh boy, let's see. Miss Christy, Miss Melody, Miss Jenny, Miss Rachel, Miss Nikki. Oh my God, Miss Merlinda, Miss Sherry. Welcome everybody. Look, welcome, 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 welcome. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It does look different, Miss Sherry. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm trying to see who names. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Miss Morena. Because it's all going together. Miss Keisha H. Let's see. Passionately intrigued art. Lady Blue. Oh, Miss Stacy. Donzel. Looks like favorite. Wait, Faye Norman. Hey, Miss Faye. Hey, Shamika.
No, she didn't. Okay, Auntie. Hello.
Um, Miss Jackson. I think that's Kathia. Miss Cherry Holt. Hey. Miss DB. Hey. So hey everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey,
I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Miss Linda, how's your Sunday going?
everything's going good so far. How's yours?
It's been a busy day. I had a friend to get engaged today, and I went and helped to videotape it and take some photos. It was so much fun, and it was so
Mm,
beautiful because it's a beautiful day outside here in Dallas, and so
all
that was
right.
really really cool. So it's
Hey,
been
creative.
a busy day. I thought I wasn't gonna make it in time. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get back on the other side of town. So I was
Mm-hmm.
rushing, 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 but I made it. So
Right.
what you been working on?
Um, I have been working on the Hemingway bags. I love them. I did so many last year, and I did some this time around. But yeah, the Hemingway bags.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You
yeah,
want to
that's
show
what I've been
some?
working on. Oh, maybe. Okay.
I was about to say, really? Come on, Miss Linda.
I did this one a few days ago.
That's so cute.
The
I love the
Hemingway
Christmas.
bag.
That's the truck. Is that the Christmas truck? Come on, honey.
Girl, you already know. And I did this one. Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cute. That's the Coca-Cola fabric. Where you go? Come on.
Um, yeah, I did this one. Hey, Miss Evelyn. Hey, DB.
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Joy. Ooh.
Hey, Norman.
Oh,
Sylvia.
look at that. That's so
Yeah.
cute.
So yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Those are
Yeah. And I did a
cute.
Christmas stocking too, but
Oh,
yeah.
what a Christmas stocking
Hey, Miss
at.
Unbiased.
Hey, Shay
Um,
Shay.
hello.
Who else I see out there?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the top yet, but
Okay.
here it is.
Oh, that's cute. And you okay? Is it quilted?
In the ditch.
Okay. Okay. Stitch in the ditch.
Mhm.
Okay. I like that. That's
Yeah.
cute.
But yeah,
I like the
I did
fabric.
that.
So
Thank
now,
you.
do you have like if you had some Shannon's fabrics, a little fluff around the top, add a little fluff,
Hmm.
a little
Hmm.
trim.
Hmm. You trying to start some trouble?
I'm just saying, it would be so cute. It would be so cute, wouldn't it, honey? Say it would be so cute, Miss Linda. She heard your voice, and you know how she is. She had to come
Hmm.
say hey to the people. Say hey, people. Hey, Miss April. Say hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I'm just checking it out, seeing what's
Hmm.
going on
That's
up
a good
here.
idea. Shannon Fabrics.
Just a little
Okay.
bit, a little bit of
Okay.
fluff around the top. Get
I
down,
got
bunny.
you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, that would be cute. I like that.
Hmm.
That was cute. That was really cute. Now I'm gonna tell you. So this week I did do some things. So I'm actually prepping. So I have an order for some pillows, and I did the outside portions of the pillows. But I haven't put the pillows together. So now I got to put the pillows together. Let me grab that
Yeah, a
because I
young lady asked me um, last night about when we was gonna are we gonna do any more Christmas pillows and stuff.
hmm
Um, yeah, I said
so
I don't know. I mean, I know we're gonna whip out probably one or two of them.
well, but these are so these are licensed pillows. So these
Oh,
have licensing
I ain't
because
talking about that one.
I know I know these are licensed pillows. So I am a licensed vendor. So because I am these pillows these pillows are they have the trademark. So I'm able to sell this. So this will go on one pillow. So this is the front, and then I'm gonna add some of the licensed fabric, and
Mhm.
because I'm licensed, I can use the fabric and sell it. Now, you know, there are there's a lot of fabrics out there, and for those new to looking at fabrics and checking out fabrics, when you have licensed fabrics as such, you have to be careful because these fabrics, you have to have the licensing in order to sell such things. So, you remember when we went into Joann's and you saw all the Disney stuff and all the cartoons? When they cut that stuff, they'll tell you you can't sell it. You have to give it as a gift, make it as a gift, stuff like that. So, because I'm a licensed vendor for Grambling, I'm able to sell my pillows because I am a licensed, but part of the proceeds go back to grandma. So I have to pay a royalty for the use of the license. So this is
Hey,
going to
Connie.
be a pillow along with this is going to be the other part of the pillow. So like this is I had to do the embroidery pieces first so that I can do all of that.
Mhm.
But again, I have the trademarks and I'm a licensed vendor. So just be careful when you are purchasing fabrics that are trademarked and they have like, because all over this fabric you got the trademarks, symbols, the R's, all the stuff. So just be careful.
Do you
Um,
have the label on there where it says, I was talking about that the other night in chat. Do you have that where it says on the label, you can't sell it or whatever?
so let me see if this says that on here. Um, so this one says this product is intended for personal use only. Any unauthorized use is prohibited. It
All
actually
right.
says that on the actual garment. So because I'm a licensed vendor, I get all of my stuff approved through Grambling State University. They have to, and any of the other universities that I have licenses for, they all are the fraternities, all of them, they approve what I'm going to sell. So it has to be approved in order to sell it. So you got to be careful with that. And so it's very, very important. And the licensing stuff is not cheap. And you have to have all your ducks in a row because it's cost plus it's plus you got to have all your stuff done, all your documents in order to do
Well,
it.
thank you
But
very much. Thank
just
you
be
very much.
careful. Yes, ma'am. People just have to
Yeah,
be
thank you.
careful.
Yeah, they was asking me about that, and yeah. All right. Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you.
the other thing I worked on this week, so we had a members live where we worked on paper piecing, and so that went really good. So much so I
Uh oh.
wanted to bring the paper piecing to today as what we're going to be working on today. So I think people who, if you're having a little bit of anxiety about your quilting, about your points, about all of that, it is very, very important to understand paper piecing because paper piecing is one of those things that can help you with precision. And when I tell you it can help you with precision, I know Miss Linda, what did you think when I first mentioned paper piecing?
Mm, mm-mm.
I know. She was like,
Mm,
no, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Count me out. I'm not in. I'm not playing with that one. And so today, I bet you done did like 10 already. How many do you think you did, Miss Linda?
I did 8 already.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I got it
Uh-huh.
now. I got it. I got it.
Yes. So what do you
I
think
got it.
about it now that you have it?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't I don't like where you just buy the book and they want you to use the book and do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I would save myself some money and just print it out, do what I'm gonna do to it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And so here's I'm gonna show you guys. So today we're doing the Scrappy triangles and it's by Layla Gardunia. She gonna kill me because I keep butchering her last name. But we're gonna say Layla G. And so this is her small paper pieces. She has big ones, she has little ones. And there's a
Mhm.
link down in the description because you'll be able to see it. Now, see, I used her little one. I used the little one because what I wanted to show y'all was even the little ones you can paper. Look at those points.
Mm.
I mean, that's what the paper look on the back, but it's like perfect. So I can't wait to show you. Miss Linda, you want to show them some of the ones that you've done already?
Anyone?
Anyone, yeah. Doesn't matter.
I
Because
did a few of these in class the other night. Um, yeah, I did a few of them. I think some of them missed and went in the garbage. I don't know how that happened.
well, girl,
Yesterday.
what had happened was what you do.
Mm-mm. And I did this one too, Miss Sean.
Oh yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Yes. And see, here's the one with all the triangles. But we're gonna get into it today. Y'all gonna get to see it. Y'all gonna get to see it. I mean, when I tell you the stuff
That's
comes
some pretty
out,
fabric. Mm.
this Walmart Circle 2020. Like this is COVID Walmart fabric. I found it. Um, and so I was like, well, we're gonna be playing. I might as well pull out some of my old stash. So that's what I did. I
Hmm.
pulled out some of the old stash. So yes, 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 yes. So look, this, I mean, super cute, super cute.
That
Like
is nice.
the points just come out. They be
Which
pointing.
one is that?
This one here, this is the one that we did on the members live with the two triangles in the middle.
Well, yours sure put together so well. Look like it's just one triangle in the middle. It
It's
looks
two.
like one triangle in the middle. Okay, girl, got you.
Yeah. Yep, it's two. But
Hey,
yes, and
spill and
so
diversity.
this is the same. So there's another one with the two where you can see the two distinguished.
Girl, you use some nice fabrics. I need to come over there.
Yes, yes, Hunty. So today we're gonna do a couple of different ones so that you all be able to get it. Now there is a link. Miss Layla has 5 that are free. You just have to sign up for her email list, and so those 5 that you get, you can make a quilt out of those 5. Like literally, you can take those 5, make you a quilt. Easy, easy, easy. So Miss Linda, so one of the things, let me tell y'all what I learned. So a couple things that you're gonna need. One, you're gonna need you some cardboard.
Hmm.
And so first I was using a piece of mail because you just need a solid edge. But then I was like, I got all these stickers and so I made me out of some of the stickers that people gave
Hey,
me
Jesse.
over
Hmm.
at the whatchamacallit. I made me some. I made me some little cardboards that I can use from a paper piece and I laminated it so that way it doesn't move. So
I know that's right.
laminated it. The other thing we're gonna need, you can have a regular ruler or this add a quarter. And the reason why this is called add a quarter is because it has a little bitty lip, a ledge, if you will, that is right there. And this part here is an additional quarter inch. Now, on the regular ruler, if you have a regular ruler near you, check it out. Watch what I'm about to show you. On the regular rulers, if you look at this point right here, this is my 0. Right here, from this dotted line all the way to the edge is another quarter inch. Most quilting rulers will have this ledge right here. Some of them will have them colored or shaded. Like this one, you can't really tell, but it's actually shaded. So this one is shaded around the ruler to show that quarter edge. So there is a quarter inch. Yes, the link is for the quarter inch ruler. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yes. So this is the add a quarter that Miss Kelly just put the link for. It's called the add a quarter inch ruler. Now, the link that she posted will give you 2 of these for $19, I believe. And the 2 that you get, I think it's this one. And then I also have this 18-inch one because sometimes you need a longer one. So you get two for $19, I believe is what it is. But these are your add a quarter inch rulers. Now, you don't have to buy these. You will see why. I will show you both ways, one to use it with the add a quarter, one to use it without. So you'll be able to see how it works either way. The other thing you'll need, some glue. Or if you don't have glue and you have pens, you can have pens. You can use the kids' glue, Elmer's glue, washout glue, any type of little adhesive. We're going to use that to hold down our fabric. So you need some glue. Then I need that long one. Okay, yes, it's on there. So the other thing you'll need is like a stiletto or something that you can press your fabrics with. Can you use a piece of one of those dollar store plastic chopping mats and place the card? Yes, ma'am. You
It's
just
that
need
thing.
something.
Hmm.
You just need something thin. Because that's why I said it could be cardboard. Like I'm using cardboard. So you can use either one. The other thing you will need is your cutting mat. So you can use the regular cutting mat if you have, like, your, where did the little green cutting mat go? So you
It
can
walked
use,
away.
I know, it'll be stuff you walking away. You can use your cutting mat like this. Now I'm going to be using today a rotating mat. So you can use the
Mm.
rotating mat. This is good for um this is good for when you're getting ready to start cutting things. The rotating mat is really good. And you'll get to see how we do that. Or if you don't have a rotating mat, you can use this. It's okay. Either way, either way. So, you got glue, you got flat pins. Now, the other thing you're gonna need, little iron to press it flat. We're gonna press it flat. And the most important thing, your scraps. You're gonna need some scrap fabrics because you don't. This is Scrappy. It's called the Scrappy quilt. This is a scrap buster. You can match it up, and we're going to talk about how we're going to match it up, and then we're also going to talk about how we actually line everything up and what we're going to do to use all these things. So Miss Linda, which one we're going to play with first? We're going to do the 8 pieces.
I'm doing number 8. Go on, Bentley.
Okay.
See here? He must hear me, Sean. Go on. Thank you.
So today, now in the packet, when you sign up, because in the description I have the link to Miss Layla's link, and so you just have to sign up, put your name and your email, and then it'll email you these in a PDF form, and you can print them. So we increased our sizes by 120% to get 8 by 8. Her normal one comes in a
8
six
by
inch.
8.
It comes in a 6 inch, but we're going to do this a little bit bigger because we want us a bigger block. So this is what the one that we're going to do first looks like. And so with paper piecing, we're literally going to follow the numbers. It's like connecting the dots, but we're going to be working on the edges. The other thing we need, yes, thank you, Miss Kelly. The other thing you may potentially need is a marking pencil or a piece of chalk. So either a marking pencil, some chalk. Um, yeah, you'll need one of those as well. And so I need to grab one. Let's see, marking pencil. I think I'll grab a pink one. But yeah, you just need a marking pencil or some chalk or something like that. Computer and out of dinner bushes. um, okay, so we're gonna work on this one, and I need to get Miss Linda's machine added over here. So let's do that. Um, oh, there it is. All right. So here we go. All right. So now, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to, one of the things that I like to do first is I like to take and lay out my fabric to see if I'm going to like how it looks, because that's important. You might not like how it looks. So grab your scraps, and once you get your scraps, there's a couple of things that we want to make sure of. One, we want to make sure that our scraps are large enough to cover the actual, let me bring this in some. We want to make sure, hey mom, want to make
Hey,
sure
Mom.
that the scraps are large enough to cover your line. So our number one is right here. So this, as you can see right here, is number one. Then number two is right here. So we're gonna focus on 1 and 2 first. And so for 1 and 2, what we want to do is make sure for number one, our scrap is going to cover the whole thing. And you want it to kind of go off the paper a little bit. Let me tell you, it's going to look really weird. It's going to look like, oh my God, what happened first? But trust the process. It's going to work. Like literally, you gotta trust the process on this and take my word for it. Because it really does look a little scraggly at first. So now what we want to do is with we're looking at line 1 and 2 in the connector. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold right here on line 2 a crease because this is the first line I'm gonna sew on is that line there. But now here's the funky thing. While your numbers and things are on the front, our fabric is gonna go on the back. So what I like to do is I'm gonna make sure I have enough material to go off a little bit, and then I'm just gonna cut this. Now I'm using my paper scissors, but let's see how this cuts. So I'm cutting my scraps just a little bit more. All right, so we got that now, and I know that this covers that. Now I gotta make sure that I have something that's gonna cover number 2. So let's grab another piece over here. And so I wanted to cover the whole thing and kind of go off. Like you really wanted to go off the side.
That's some pretty fabric.
Thank you, ma'am. This is my Tula Pink
Mm-hmm.
scraps that I had. And so bigger is okay. You don't want to go smaller. Let me tell you that. And I'm going to tell you something else I learned. So I had learned once about these triangles, cutting them in half and all of that. But what I learned is if you a little bit off like me, your triangle ain't going to be triangling. You're going to be short just a little bit. So what I started doing was I just cut me a square, make sure it goes over it, and then I'm good to go. So here's the first thing that we're going to do. Now that I have my crease here, I know this is the line I'm sewing on. I'm going to lay my fabric right side up, making sure I'm covering everything. Now this is when, if you had a light box, you could do it, but all you got to do is really just hold it up to the light. So all I'm doing is holding it up to the light, making sure that my fabric is there. Now I'm going to put it a little bit over my line. So it's a little bit over my line. And then I'm going to line up right sides together, piece number 2. And so they're laid just like that, right sides together. Now here's where my pin or glue comes into play. I can either pin it or glue it together. I'm just gonna pin it. I really don't like to use nothing, to tell y'all the truth. I got with my fabric so flat. Now by the way, I did iron my fabric. So my fabric is flat. And here's what I'm gonna do. The next step, the very next step, I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna sew right down this line. Now, this line here is, I'm gonna start on the outside. This edge around here is a 1/4 inch on this one. So I'm gonna start on the outside and I'm gonna stitch right into this one. So on her designs, she actually has a dotted line. So she has, let me see. She has a dotted line. Can you see the dotted line? She has a dotted
Yes, ma'am.
line. You want to make sure you leave the dotted line so that you can use it as your guide. Okay. So we got to leave our dotted line. Miss Linda, what's your first colors? What's your first colors looking like?
Um, Christmassy. Can you see
Ooh, that's
that?
pretty. Yeah, that's pretty.
And then
Good evening.
oh, and then the trucks, the red trucks.
Okay. Okay. The red trucks. Okay. So I'm gonna back up a little bit so you all will be able to see
All
what
right,
I'm gonna
you
do.
ready?
So yes, ma'am. We're gonna give ourselves an inch. So we're gonna start our sewing out here by the 1/4 inch, and we're gonna end out here by the 1/4 inch. And I'm gonna turn my paper over. Look, turn your paper over. And then we're just gonna stitch right down the line. Now, let me tell you something. Fast is okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't you have to go fast. You just take your time and slow inside out because you want to stay on that line. Oh, the other thing we had to do is change our stitch length. So in this, when you're doing this, you have to drop your stitch length to at least 2.0. I would say if you can get it to 1.5 or 1.8, do that. The lower you can get it, the better. Now you want to check it, make sure it captured everything. This one did not, but
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of that.
I'm still on the line. So I'm gonna see how it goes. We're gonna leave it there. All right, so we take our pen out, then we open it up and we press it. Now I need to stitch this. So I can tell right now that didn't stitch properly, so we're gonna fix that and come
Yeah.
back over here and I'm gonna stitch that down just a little bit better. All right, so that's better. So now I'm gonna press this down and then I need to turn on my iron over here. And so I'm gonna press this, I'm gonna finger press it first and then I'm gonna press it. And then what we'll have to do is we'll look at number 3 and we'll have to fix this by doing some cuts. So we're gonna go over here and I'm just gonna press it really quickly with my iron. And the reason why you want to press it and not iron it is because you just want it to stay in place. And this is going to help with your seams and how it looks when we get ready to do everything else. Okay. So now we're going to number 3. We need our handy dandy little card. We're going to press it up. So we're going to pull it up here. Now this is when our ruler comes into play because we're going to be looking at that line for number 3. You make sure that it's really on 3. Press it down. So we're going to take our add a quarter ruler. Ooh, that iron is hot. We're going to take our add a quarter ruler. Now here, I have my add a quarter ruler. Let me come see if I can bring it in. So if you can see this, my add a quarter ruler is bumped up against my edge. And so it's giving me a quarter. Does the paper tear when you sew it? It does not, Miss Renee. What it does is it's perforating it so that when you're done, it's easy to tear. So so like the one that I have right here, like this one, what'll happen is when I get ready to take it off, it's just gonna perforate it and it will come, the paper tears off really, really easy, leaving your stitches. So that's why you want to change your stitch length because it's going to perforate the paper so that you'll be able to pull it off really, really easy. And we'll get into that in a little bit later, but that's the difference. So yes, Miss Joy, the paper that I'm using right now is like a newsprint paper. But you can use regular paper. You can do regular paper. So you don't have to have any special paper. You can definitely use regular paper. Okay, so I am about to turn this mat. Let me back up. So all I'm going to do is I've done my add a quarter, bumped it up against my edge, and all I'm going to do is cut this off. Uh-oh, I may need to get me a different blade because this might not be sharp enough. I've been cutting a lot. Okay, so now I've cut this off and I'm ready to find me another piece that's gonna fit over number 3. All right, so let's see how big this is. Yep, that's big enough. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna do right sides together. And then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna sew down the line. So I'm sewing right down this line here. But I gotta, and so you can also hold it and make sure it covers it up. So that way you can see. Uh-oh, sorry, I'm not back enough. Let me back it up. Let me back up. I'm sorry. No, I mean the graph that I printed out is different from yours. Yeah, all of them are in there. So this is in the whole thing. So if you downloaded the link, then you'd have the whole graph. It's like 4 or 5 different images in what she emails to you. Okay. So now I'm just going to pin this like so, and then I'm going to flip it over. And now it's time to sew down the line where we put the crease. And again, we're going to start a little bit on the outside of the line. So maybe like a 1/8 inch, like half an inch outside the line, and then half an inch on the other side. So you want to start outside and stop outside of the line. And the reason why I'm going slow is because I just feel like it does better for me.
Uh-oh.
You can go fast if you want to, but you got to stay on that line, and I want to stay on the line. So okay, so now I'm gonna finger press this, and then I'm going to press it over here with the iron to lay it down. And literally, all I'm doing is putting the iron down and picking it up. You don't want to leave it on there too long because that's paper. Don't forget. All right, so now we got these pieces. We're gonna move over here, flip over. And we're gonna find number 4. So 4 is right here in this box. So now we need to find a piece that's going to cover up 4. What you got, Miss Linda? What's going on over there? Look, I can hear you cutting clearly. I just don't know what you're doing. Because all we see is sewing happening, but we don't know what's happening really. We
Girl,
don't.
it's it's just one of them days. That's all.
Okay.
It's just one of them days.
Okay. I think I'm going to use, let's see. We just need a strip. So how about I throw in a little color? We add a little pop of color. And the other thing is you want to make sure, so we're going to put this strip, let's see. Yep, we want to make sure it's outside, inside. And you have all those strips that you're working with if you've been doing if you've been working with some different types of jelly rolls, this is also a good place for that too. So now we're going to take number 4. So we're going to attach number 4 right here. So I'm just going to fold this down. And literally, we're following the lines. Whatever's connected to 4, that's the next thing. So you see how we have this now. I'm going to take my add a 1/4 inch ruler, make sure I'm on 4, and I'm going to cut all this extra out. So we're going to take this, add my 1/4 inch ruler, and I'm literally bumping it up against that thing where my edge is. So bump it up against your edge, and now I'm just going to go through here, make sure it's stable, and cut. So we can put those pieces over there. Make sure you close your little cutting tool back up if you're using a rotary. Now we're gonna take our paper again, make sure we're good. Just measure twice. Now we're gonna do right sides together again with our pop of color. And then pin it or glue it. You can glue it down if you want, whatever makes you happy. All right, so now I'm just going to take and sew right down this line right here. And again, I'm sewing on the outside 1/4 inch, well, a 1/2 inch, or yep, a 1/2 inch outside, and then a 1/2 inch into the next box. So I'm just going past the line is what I'm doing. And I really do have my machine on slow. Speed it up a little bit. But I know Linda probably dinging John over there. Okay.
No, I'm still on 2, 1 and 2.
Okay. Probably the next
No,
block.
see you being messy.
Okay,
You
so
being
I'm
real
going
messy.
to finger press this. Now I'm gonna go over here and press it again. And I'm telling you, if you are one of those people like me and you like precision, things like that, you will love this because it's going to give you all of that. All right, so that's number 4. So now we're gonna go over here and do number 5. 5 is the same way. I'm gonna add the same pop of color over here. So I want it to come off the thing and go into the other side. So making sure this is coming off and coming over. Now I'm using my paper scissors to cut this, but they pretty sharp, which is okay. All right. Do you have to backstitch? I have not backstitched.
I
And
do.
the reason why I haven't is because in the event something bad happens, I can use my handy dandy seam ripper and don't have to worry about all that. That's the only reason why I have not done it. All right, so now we're gonna do number 5, and so we're on this edge. So what we're doing is the line closest to the rest of the fabric is the line that we're using. So 5 is closest to 3 and 1, which we've already sewn. So we're going to fold it up just like this. Press our seam down. Verify that we got the line. Now you don't want to be like that was a little bit above the line. So we want to make sure we're getting in that line. All right, think I got it now. Yep, got it. So now I'm going to take my add a quarter, and literally I am bumping my add a quarter up against this. So that way all I have to do is cut now. So I'm just going to use my add a quarter, cut it. And I want you all to try it. Like, please try it. Come back and watch this again. All I'm using is little rectangles, and you're going to see how good this comes out. Like, literally, I'm making sure that my piece of fabric is longer than what I'm doing and wider. So it needs to be a little bit outside of each. So it should be almost a 1/4 inch over. So that way you give yourself some room for uh-ohs and boo-boos and oh my God. All right, we're going to do right sides together again. So the add a quarter lines up right against the fold. It does, Miss Kristen. Yes, ma'am. Do you have to? Oh, do you have to? So, yes, ma'am. The add a quarter lines up against that fold. You are absolutely correct. So now I'm gonna pin this. Now, if I wanted to, so let me use a different method. So I could just take my little glue stick here and just add a little glue here, because what we just want to do is hold it in place. You don't have to put a lot. And so literally, oh, I put it on the wrong side, my bad. So we just add a little glue stick and then we stick it down and press it. That's it. So if you had to use glue, this is all you would do. Make sure this is closed. Close up. Make sure you close up your rotary, whatever rotary you're using. Make sure you close that up. So now let's take and flip it over. And again, we're going to start down here at this edge and we're going to come into the next block, but we're sewing on the line. And I have my stitch length at 1.5. Miss Linda, what do you have your stitch length at?
2.
Okay. All right, so now we're just going to finger press this down, and I need some alcohol because I glued the wrong side. Row, my bad. But alcohol will get that right on up. So I just use my little alcohol. I use these little alcohol pads. I'm gonna wipe this little glue right on off of here. Not too hard because this paper, so I don't wanna wet that too much. You don't want to put too much wetness on your paper. All right, so now that was number 5. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna work on number 6. We need another piece for number 6. Let's find something. We just need something big enough to cover. So let me cut a square out of that. Now we have, okay, that's perfect. It's gonna be too big. So now let's get our line. So we're just gonna take it again, line it up, fold it down. So that way, have our add a quarter, bump it up against your edge, and then we're just gonna cut all the way down. And we're cutting anything out the way. Anything that you see on this thing, just cut it out. On your add a quarter. Because it's gonna be gone anyway. So just cut it out. All right. Okay. So now we open it back up. Make sure we know we're on our right line for number 6. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna do right sides together. And then you can also fold it and make sure, like just to make sure it's gonna cover up your square. You could just pop it over. Let's see. Okay, it covers it up. We're good. So now, again, you can either glue it and see, I'm gonna do the smart glue this time. So if I smart glue it, that just means I'm just gonna flip this side over instead of what I did earlier and glue both sides. Like we don't need to do that. So you can either glue it or pin it, but you want it to stay in place. Oh, now my glue don't want to open. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on here. Then we'll press it down. Make sure that it's even. And then we're gonna flip it over and we're just gonna stitch on this line right here. Again, making sure that we're stitching outside of the line about a 1/2 inch and then coming off on the other side about a 1/2 inch as well. That's the wrong thing. So let me back up a little bit. Miss Linda, how's yours looking?
Uh-huh.
What does that mean? Did you have to bring out Peggy the seam ripper?
She already been out.
Okay. Look, that happens. All right, so now we're just going to press this down and we're going to take our handy dandy iron and iron it. Well, not iron, we're going to press it. All right, so everything should be pressed to this point. Now, that was number 6. We're going to go over here to number 7. We need to grab our cardboard or cardstock, piece of mail, whatever you want to use. Because I'm telling y'all, I had mail the other day when we were doing it with the members. I was like, I couldn't find no cardstock, so here we go. So I just used the mail. It was one of them papers that I was going to throw away anyway. But it worked. You just need a nice edge is what you need, because all we're doing is making sure that we are putting a crease in that line. Yep, there we go. That's number 7. So now what we're gonna do is bump that up against that again, and because I'm using my little rotating mat, I move it over, hold it down. Ooh, don't make sure you hold it. Don't be like me. And then just press, cut, move it off. Now, let's grab another scrap. Where's my trash can back here? Let's grab another scrap that's going to be big enough to cover up number 7. Nope. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to do this one. You want it to be big enough to cover it up. Yep. All right. So now check it again. Look, it's okay. Measure once, measure twice, measure 5 times if you need to. Just make sure you get it. All right. So we're going to use it that way. So now we're going to do right sides together again. And what I'm going to do, put my paper out, make sure I got the right sides together. And I'm going to hold it and make sure it's covering it. And it is. It's just a verification. Because let me tell you how many times I have had to seam rip this because I didn't do that. So now I learned my lesson. So I check it out first. So here we go. We're going to smart glue it again. Just like that. And now we're going to stitch on the line. So I'm going to flip it over. We're going to sew on the line again, starting inside of the seam allowance and coming across past it. All right, so now let's finger press this down and then iron it. And we're ready to do, that was number 7. So we got one more piece, number 8. And we're
Mama.
going to be ready to see how this looks. Boy, Eric has got questions today.
Yeah, child. I'm working on my nerves.
All right, so we're ready for big number 8. Now, the one thing to know about Layla's is that her large triangles are all the same size. So glue along the seam allowance. Yes, ma'am. Glue along the seam allowance. All right, let's see. Nope, that ain't gonna fit. So you got to find something that's gonna fit. That ain't big enough. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I got some of these dinosaurs. Let's get the dinosaurs on here. All right, I think I like that. Now I gotta make sure that it's gonna be, move this out the way so you all can see. Trying to make sure. Now what I'm doing right now would be considered fussy cutting because I want to make sure that I'm gonna get the dinosaur in there. And I want the T-Rex in there. All right, so let's, I don't know if that's the T-Rex. T-Rex is like he right here. So whatever that little thing is, I forgot I see a Brontosaurus. So I'm going to fussy cut, which means I am going to cut so that I can get the shape, the pieces that I would like inside of my shape in there. So let's see, is his head gonna fit? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut right here. So the T-Rex not gonna make it. T-Rex gonna be cut out. All right, now cut some of this black off of here. So what I'm doing is considered fussy cutting it because I want specific things in my block. And that's what you can do if you want a specific seam or if you want a specific animal like I'm trying to do. Get this, I'm trying to get this guy in my block. Okay, so I think I got it. Then I'm gonna cut off the stegosaurus. He's not gonna make it. All right, there we go. Cut him off at the T-Rex right here. All right. Hey, Miss Jess. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab my little piece of cardboard again, and now I need to fold for this long line. So this is my long line here. So we're gonna fold it in half on the line, press it down to see if we got the entire line. We may not, and you're gonna be pulling up. See how some of my stuff is pulling up, and that's okay because we had to sew into that. Now my line is not all the way there, so let's pull a little bit more because you really want that line. That's what makes the points. That's what helps to make sure that you got everything. All right, I'm almost there. I got it on the end. It's in the center where this is. So I need to make sure that I got all of that. So it's okay to pull this because guess what? You got it so perforated, it can just pull back off the paper. So that's what I did. All right, so now I'm going to use my add a quarter. Let's turn this around to me because I'm going to need that. I'm going to take my add a quarter. I'm going to bump it up against this edge because I've already verified a couple times. That's where I need it. It's where it needs to be. So I'm bumping it up against the ledge. And now I'm just going to cut all of this extra stuff off of here. And it's going to leave my 1/4 inch right there. So all of that comes off. Now I'm going to take my newly fussy cutted piece, flip it over, do my right sides together, just like this. And again, you can pin it or glue it. It's up to you. And so I'm making sure all my edges are there. Then I'm going to flip it over to make sure it's covering it. And it is, even when I have a 1/4 inch seam. So now I'm going to put my little glue on here because the glue works. So let's see. Hey, Miss Mary Brown. All right. So just going to add a little bit of glue. You don't have to put a lot, just enough to make it stick so that it will stay down while you sew. That is the point, is to keep it down while you sew. All right, so now all I'm going to do is sew down the line, and we're going to do what we've been doing the whole time. We're going to start outside, and we're going to go all the way down. So we're going to start over here in this corner and stitch right down the line. Let me move that out the way. Got too many things over here in my way. Okay. And so you can do this with any of the other blocks. Like all you have to do is literally line it up with the line, stitch inside and outside of the block. All right, so now we're going to press this open, and then we're going to take it over to the handy dandy iron and press it open. And believe it or not, we are in the short rows. This is almost done. I'm about to show you how in a second. And I know you're not going to believe it because I was like, oh, this is how we're going to get our stuff together. All right. So now, this is what we look like. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of extra stuff, all of that. So let's flip it over. Now what we want to do is square her up. It is ready for squaring. So I'm going to take my handy dandy little quilter select ruler. You know what? That's 6 inches. Let me get a bigger one. So I think, oh, you know what? I have one here. So you can take any ruler and square it up. Hey, precious pieces, welcome in. So I'm just going to line this up to the dotted line. This is why we left our dotted line. You need your dotted line. It includes your 1/4 inch seam. So now I'm just going to cut along that. So let's take that out. Do the same thing over here. Make sure almost all of that's cut. Yes. Do the same thing on all sides. We're squaring it up now. Okay, and for the last square, Miss Linda, how's yours coming? Got back on track?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right.
A little oopsie, but it's okay.
You know them little oopsies are all right. So all I'm gonna do is press. How close are you for your first block?
Oh, it's done.
Okay, she caught back up. You done with the second one too?
I gotta print out another sheet.
No. All right, so let's come back to the front so we can show the people how the blocks look because they came out cute.
Okay, girl. Okay.
And then we could do the second one. We got two. So we want to show y'all how both of them look.
Oh, you want me to show it now?
Yes, ma'am. Because we got to take the
Okay.
paper off so they can see.
Oh, I didn't take the paper off yet.
I haven't taken mine off yet either. Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it yet. We want to show them how easy it is. Oh, that's cute with the Coca-Cola. Now see how you can see the distinct look and I fussy cutted my little
Got a lot of strings though.
dinosaur and look, he there. I like it. Those are cute. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You grunting. So okay, let's show how the paper comes off pretty easy because I think that's one of the other things because as you're paper piecing, what you really do want to do, you do not want to leave your paper there. So because this is a block, you think about it, this is a block. So what you want to do is you hold it because you don't want to rip up. You don't go through this thing ripping because you don't want to rip out your stitches. What you want to do is just take off the paper. And so that's the reason why we had our stitch length so small because you wanted to perforate the paper. Miss Linda square up first. Miss Linda, did you square yours up?
Yes, mine squared up.
Okay. So once you pull all of this nice little paper off of here, then you got your block. And it's ready for the next block. You can just keep going. And I'm telling y'all, all these blocks going in something.
Yeah, this one ran short. I see that. Okay.
You said it ran short?
One of mine.
Okay. So now, there we go. About what size
Um,
needle would you recommend for this type of project? So, Miss Kristen, it should be your regular needle. So if your machine takes a 7511 or 9012, yep, whatever your machine usually takes, for any type of sewing, it works with that. Yep. Hey, bedazzling. So yes, so it works with that, and that's literally how easy it is to do that. And I think once you start looking at it, like I showed you earlier, you can do even the smallest ones. Cause like I was like, I don't know about these little bitty ones, but I did it
mhm.
last night in a matter of minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, we can paper piece the little ones too. So, and there are so many paper piecing people out there. Um, and I have a couple of patterns that I'm going to try because I've had them for several years. But when I met Miss Layla at the quilt market, um, that was the day that I did the takeover of Max Channel. That's where I was when I took over Max Channel. They We were looking at the paper pieces, so I was like, well, you know what? We need to do it. We just need to do it. So even if we were doing a smaller one, a larger one, it all works the same. It literally all works the same. And so I really like her patterns. This is the one I was going to do next, which is only 5 pieces. And literally, once you're done, you can connect these. Like you can literally make a quilt. You can do an entire quilt, just paper piecing. Yes, you can do an entire quilt. Want to do one more, Miss Linda? You got one more in you? Okay. Which one you got over there?
7.
I don't know what that is. Can you show me?
I'm printing it now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do this one we did with the members. So this is the one we did with the members.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm. This
Okay,
is
well,
the
you
one.
know what? I'll do that one too. Because I got plenty of them printed out.
Okay.
That's number 6.
I don't know what number it is.
Let me see which one. This was the wrong one.
It only have 5 pieces in it.
Yeah, so it's number 5. Uh-oh.
Oh, next time, Miss Morena. Next time.
Let me see. Uh-oh.
It's the one with the 2 triangles in the
I
middle.
don't,
Now look.
yeah, all the ones I printed, I must have did them already.
Oh.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're starting with 1 and 2. Remember, that's the first one. So let me bring y'all in a little bit more so y'all can see this, because you will learn and you will see that there's a couple of ways you can actually do this triangle, and I'm sorry for this, but here's what I learned. So you will hear people tell you that you can cut you a square and cut it in half. But what I learned by doing some of these is that sometimes my cutting is off. Hello, people. Sometimes it's off. So trying to cut that triangle didn't work. I came out too short on the corner, too short on the edge. And so what I found was if I just left the sucker a square, it worked. So guess what? I'm leaving my squares in there. I'm just going to have squares. Okay. We're going to have squares. That's what we're doing. That's all. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to use a different color. So we're going to do a pop of color. So I'm going to cut me some squares. I'm not trying to cut them triangles because I came up short. And that's the reason why I came up short is because I tried to do the method of cutting it with the squares and all of that, but I came up short. So I'm going to have my strips and I'm going to make sure that I have enough fabric to cover the whole thing. So that's what we're going to do. And it's just going to be some squares because sister don't want it to be too short. I need it to work. My fussy cut this one so I can try to get that square in there. I mean that star. All right. Make sure. There we go. All right. So now I need to bring back my little handy dandy cardboard paper. And we're going to do in between lines 1 and 2. So I'm just going to fold this in between lines 1 and 2. Now the link to Miss Layla's site will give you the free, she gives you 5 free of these. So you don't have to, you can print it on regular copy paper. You don't have to have newsprint. The reason why I have newsprint is because I have some stuff I'm supposed to do for my quilt guild that I got to get done this week for our Underground Railroad quilt. So I got to get it done. All right. So now I have my line here. I'm going to take number 1, make sure it fits. Yes, it does, but I got extra fabric over here. So let's get that out of there. Kind of straighten it up. So we're going to use that. And then I'm going to make sure number 2 fits. And that I like it. And I do. But to Miss Linda's point, it looks the same. So I need something that's going to shake it up a bit. So let's find another scrap over here. All right, there we go. Some stars, little moon, little meteorites or something. Okay, so now we're good. So I'm gonna turn it over. Gotta make sure. Now, here's another thing you can do. If you feel like you might not know which one is 1 or 2, you can always write on the back 1, 2, 1, 2. So that way you know what's what. And you can even write your fabric on there. Like, it's up to you. You choose. So we're going to lay this right here over the block. And then I'm going to lay this one right here, making sure that I can still see a little bit of that pink. And you know what? My fabric is wrong. So it has to be right side up. And then we put right sides together. And now we're ready to sew. All right. Miss Linda, yours print out, or you picked another one? I can't hear you, honey.
I just got the one we did in the class.
Okay, that's the one I'm working on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So guys, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Sean and I am with Go Savvy Designs, and every Sunday I have joining me with Miss Linda from Crafting Cousins and
Yes, ma'am.
more. And we are doing some Scrappy blocks paper piecing. So again, you can't see what I'm doing. My bad. Am I going the right way? Probably not.
It's okay. Turn around and go the other way.
Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. All right, so again, I'm going to start about a half an inch into the block before, and then I'm going to end up over here about a half inch afterwards. There we go. And I'm just sewing down the line. And I'm not back stitching, and that's because sometimes I make a boo-boo. And it's okay not to back stitch when you're piecing. And the reason why is in case you need the seam ripper, that's okay. You can use the seam ripper. But also, um, because if you're going to quilt this, 9 times out of 10, you end up quilting, stitching in a ditch or something like that, and you got extra stitches. So it ends up kind of working itself out when it comes to the stitches staying and all that kind of stuff. So what's everybody working on this Sunday? I've been talking, talking, talking. What you guys doing out there? Anybody working on anything? All right, so we're gonna do number 3. And see, the fun thing is when you finish number 1, you did 1 and 2 all at the same time. Now we're gonna work on number 3. Ooh, you're working on Christmas ornaments, Miss Sherry. Okay. Almost done with a UFO quilt. All right, Miss Jenny. Not working on anything but learning this technique. I really want to try. Please, Miss Kristen, try it. If you have any questions, let us know. But I think you will like it because it really does make this whole piecing thing and all of that like a whole different world. Like it makes it better. All right, so we're on number 3, and I'll do this one more time. Make sure I got everything. Got all the little scraps. Almost got a little bit over here. All right, so now let's do a strip for number 3. It's pretty short. Okay, much better. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, Miss Joy. Okay, so we're going to do right sides together again. And I'm going to flip it over. And we're just going to sew down this line that's connecting 1 and 3. A little bit inside, a little bit on the outside. So making sure you have that little start and stop on the outside of the line is pretty important just to make sure you're getting a good start to that stitch. That also makes sure that if you have corners, you are getting them. All right, so now we're going to finger press this down. And then I'm going to press it down with the iron. And the reason for doing that is just to make sure that everything is flat. This helps your seams as you go. And also gets those points. You get to see how those points are turning out. All right, so number 4. We got a long strip here, so let's find some stars. Is that long enough? Nope. And so remember, you always want to make sure that your material is longer than the box. It's longer on this side. Now I might be cutting it close here. I
Why
think
you
I
got it
am.
too short?
Yeah, my fabric's just a little bit short because you really want it to come into this, when it's this long as number 4, you want it to come into this 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you make sure you get your corners. Very important. Otherwise, you'll be upset with yourself, like, oh, I don't know why I didn't do it longer, and I could have. So we're not gonna have that problem. We're gonna do it longer. All right, so that works. Now let's pull out our handy dandy little card again.
Basically, just make sure your fabric is bigger than that spot.
That's right, on both sides and at the top and
Mm-hmm.
bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going top and bottom, so yes, that is it. Toyota, as Miss Linda said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, so we got our straight edge again. All I'm going to do is move this over here. Put my 1/4. Now, what I didn't show you, and I will do it on the next one, is how to use it with the regular ruler. Because with the regular ruler, all we're doing is lining it up on the 1/4 inch and then cutting. So I will do that because I haven't done that yet. All right, so there we go. We got our cut. Now we're going to line up right sides together right here. And again, glue, pin, however you want to make sure that your fabric stays in place. And you're going to start above the line by about a 1/4 inch and then go all the way into the seam allowance about a 1/4 inch. And then my stitch, Miss Linda has her stitch on. You said 2, Miss Linda?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have mine on like 1.5. And all that does is to help to preparate you want smaller stitches so that you're not, your the paper's easily torn off when you're done. So now we're going to iron it. The longer, the shorter the stitch, the better, because that helps to preparate it. And then you do want to iron in between. It's just like we would do with regular piecing, because the flatter it is, the better it moves and better you're able to cut it, all of those good things. So this is what we have so far. Now, that was number 4. Number 5 is our big piece, and we're done with this after we square it up. Like, we're almost done. Literally
Mm-hmm.
almost done. So we're going to take number 5. I'm lining it up on my edge again, pulling it in here, up against my cardboard, making sure I got my line. It's not lined up right, so let's pull it in a little bit more. Because remember, I sewed into this one, so that is why I would have a little bit more to pull. And all I'm doing is just pushing this down a little flatter. And now, much better. So now I'm on there. I'm going to take my 1/4 inch ruler. Oh, you know what? I told you I was going to use the regular one. So I'm going to tell y'all, this 1/4 inch, you just pop it up against here. Boom. It's like that. Works really well. Now let's do a regular ruler. Let's see what we got. So remember, with a regular ruler, I'm going to use this side right here as I'm going to use that as my 1/4 inch. So your 1/4 inch is right at, some of the rulers have a dotted line, and you're going to line that dotted line up. Let me see if I can get closer so you can see. So right now I have this dotted line right here lined up. I want to try to pick it up. Let me see if I can pick it up. Woo. So I have my dotted line. There's a dotted line right there. And then I have a 1/4 inch off that dotted line. So my dotted line is on the edge of the paper. And all I'm going to do is take and cut all of this off when I open up the blade. Okay. Almost there. All right. So now that is my 1/4 inch off of there. Now, you know what? I want to go ahead and cut this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off too. Because all I'm doing is using the same 1/4 inch for now. Because we'll square it up later. But for right now, that's what we want to use. Now we're going to look at this thing, flip it over, see what our colors are because I didn't match my colors first. And now let's find a big piece of this. We will lay it across here. See where we can get some stuff. Is that long enough? Nope. So it has to go this way to be long enough. It is literally by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Okay. So now I'm just going to flip it over. We're going to do right sides together. Right sides together here. And sew it, and then we will square it up, and we'll have yet another block. And so these, the ones that we're doing, are right now 8x8s. The one that she gives you for free are 6x6 blocks. But still, great blocks. And we increased our size by 120% to get the 8x8. All right, so I am really close to the line, so I need to make sure. Gonna bring this in just a little bit. All right.
Miss Shawn, NJ wants to know where you get that little handheld cutter.
The handheld cutter.
Yes, Lewis, it is the
My,
beast. Yes, it is.
my rotary blade?
I think she's talking about you got your finger cutter on?
No, I have my
Okay, well she wants.
the Martelli. This one.
Oh, is she
Can you
talking
look?
about
Oh,
this?
thank you, Christian. I'm sorry. I think she might be talking about my rotary blade, maybe, because that's the only cutter I've had.
I don't know. Christy talking about me or you?
Me. Well, I had mine was really close to the table. So this is a Martelli rotary cutter. They have them on Amazon, but you can also buy them from Martelli online. All right, so now I'm going to. I got a couple of strings here
Yes,
with
our
stuff.
Lewis. I works that machine right there. Yes, ma'am.
That's Miss Roslyn.
Miss Roslyn, yeah, I works that.
Look, these little pieces. I have to come back and fix that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna iron it and then we'll square it up.
How you
Or
making
press
it,
it rather.
Marilyn? Mm-hmm.
Then once we press it, then it is ready to be squared. And then we'll have yet another block.
Easy.
I know, I love this. When I tell y'all, once you do one, it's addictive. And you can have a quilt before you know it. And I'm for real, for real. Like literally, I mean, you can sit here, be quiet, get your little stuff done, be rolling. Hey, Miss Marilyn. So, yes. And with this, look, this is why if somebody asks you, why would you need a rotating mat for something like this? Because the rotating mat just helps you keep on moving.
Yeah. Mine's packed up right now, so. But it's okay.
Hmm. Literally. And I have some rotating mats. I think Miss Kelly dropped the links to them there in my Amazon store. But I love rotating mats. I have this one and I have the round one from Martelli too. But you can't go wrong with them because they definitely help. And the ones that she had the link to, they were having a good old sale on them, and they got all kinds of colors, like literally some pretty colors, teal, pink, and gray, and all kinds of really pretty colors. I need to put a new blade in here. Yeah, I really need to put a blade in there. All right, let's do one last press. Miss Linda, you ready for the reveal of this one?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you ready.
It is so cute. All right, let's pull this back to the front. Guys, thank you all for joining us on Sunday Funday. We sure do appreciate you all. Okay, Miss Linda, let's show the people. It's so cute. So this is what we did, and this is how it came out. What y'all think?
Girl, I was just grabbing scraps. Child, yours look better than mine, but oh, it's all good.
Hey, it's supposed to be a scrappy quilt. This is what it's all about. It is a
Mm-hmm.
scrappy block using paper piecing. And so you don't leave this paper on here. You literally will tear it off because it comes off pretty easy. You just
Mm-hmm.
take your time and you pull it off. And then once you've done that, you have a whole block. Like, and here's the other thing. And you got all kinds of triangles. Like literally, you just did a ton of triangles and didn't even realize it. Triangles, you can do squares, you can do all of the
Okay.
things.
Miss Vera says she finished. I think she said she finished hers.
Okay, all right,
Where
Miss
where
Vera.
can where can I get a pattern book? Do you sell these, Miss Shawn?
I do not, but I do have some on my Amazon store on GoSavvyDesign.com. If you go to the top and you look at my Amazon favorites, there are some pattern books inside of that. Or you can go to um Miss Layla's website, and she has tons of patterns that you can look at. And let me tell you, here's a bonus. Wait. Somebody tell me, how many likes do we have right now? Are we at least around the 60 number for likes? Because
We're at 51. We're
I'm
at
about to,
51.
I'm about to give away some good information. I'm gonna need 60. I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't come in y'all
um,
house and not say hello. Hello. The thumbs up is the hello. Can I get a hello? If you are watching from your TV, hit the up button. There's a thumbs up comes up there too. You can do it from there.
Hey, Miss Connie.
Hey, Miss Connie. All right, all right. Hit
64 people
refresh.
in here. It says 64. 54.
All right, it's moving up. It's moving on up. Cause I got some good info. Y'all know I got all the info when it comes to this world.
Hold
Like
on.
this,
Is it? Let's go look.
got some good info, girl. I know y'all gonna want to know about this one, cause we got the books. We got the books. We got the books. I can show y'all the
55.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we getting there. We getting there. We need about five more. About five more. But anyway, let me see. So, Miss Linda, what's
Mm-hmm.
on your agenda for this week? What's on your agenda for this week? While the
Would
while
you?
the people making a decision to say hello by hitting the thumbs up.
Well, I have to travel a little bit, but
Okay.
other than that, I'm trying to pack up my toys because I'm taking some with me.
All right, girl. Ooh, she gonna take some toys. All right, I see we at 56. Miss Sherry say.
58.
All right, two more people say hello. Two more. We just need two more people to say hello. So y'all can get the info. Y'all can get the info. Cause y'all know look. And I want to show y'all something cute. Cause y'all know we be over here keeping it cute. And I know y'all want to know about all this cuteness, the cuteness stuff that's about to be going on. Cause I know somebody, I can't
um,
wait to see somebody make this pattern.
mm, I don't know who you talking about, but anyway.
I'm just saying the cuteness, the cuteness.
Mm-mm.
Because there are patterns and there are books. All right, we getting close. We getting close, Miss Joy
And
say.
and I want to and I want to say, Miss Sean,
Hmm.
I really like all the Hemingway bags that you guys posted on the page. Y'all did a really good job. Thank you for sharing.
I know. And look, that was a challenge without it being a challenge. Like people was accepting the challenge and making their bags. All right, we at 61.
And
So let me
Sean, you
tell
know good
y'all.
and well I love doing them Hemingways. I do them every holiday season
Oh, I
because they are
know.
very good to give away for Christmas. They are
Yes, they
very good
are.
gifts to give away for Christmas. Hmm.
Yes, they are. Okay, so guys, if you are new to the channel, my name is Sean, and I'm joined by Miss Linda of Crafting Cousins. We're here
Yes.
every Sunday at 6 p.m., whether we are here in our homes or some other country or on the streets of Thailand, in Bangkok, next door in Manila. I mean, and we brought you some
Thank you,
stuff from
Christy.
India. So,
Hmm.
you there ain't no telling where you might see where we at. I mean, come on now. But let me show
Yeah.
y'all something. So paper
Uh-oh.
piecing projects. Let me just show y'all a couple of books, couple of patterns I got over here in the little cabinet over here.
Yes, it was.
I got quite a few paper piecing ones, and I
Christian,
think
no.
what's that? What'd you say no
Uh,
for?
Christian Kristen says that the zipper of the Hemingway, actually, no, it's not. It's real easy. For me to tell you that, it's a shocker, but it's real easy. I can knock a, I can do maybe four in an hour.
Yeah, it reminds me of the boxy bag, right? Because with the boxy
Mhm.
bag, you can knock them out too. Oh boy, hold on.
I put these back in my suitcase.
Did I move the patterns? Oh, so let me show y'all. Is this one? That's one for sure.
Well, yes, you're right, Miss Kelly. If you have the right zipper, touch your nose now. Touch your nose.
I'm grabbing my paper piece and patterns, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm
You have to have
coming.
the zipper by the yard. You
Yes,
have to
zipper
have the
by the
zipper by
yard.
the yard. Hey, baby booty, going to Florida. Oh
Yes.
no, you're not being nosy. It's all good. I
All
miss the
right.
grandbabies. I gotta go see them.
Look, she know her little supervisor be over there.
Hmm.
She got her little supervisor over there running things. Okay, guys. So I think I left one downstairs because I was reading it last night because I love that book. But let me show y'all a couple of the paper piecing books. And I'm gonna tell y'all one of my girlfriends that don't know she a girlfriend yet. Um, cause I'm gonna let her know when I meet her. When I meet her, she will know. Cause I'm gonna meet her. I might take her to class because she got a class. Let me tell y'all, her name is Latifa Safar. Great lady. She and this other lady are always doing some stuff. But Latifa has a lot of quilt patterns that are paper piecing. Do you see this? Look at that. It's tennis shoes. It is a whole tennis shoe quilt. For those people who love tennis shoes, this is a paper piecing quilt. You see it? It's called Kicks Quilts. Yep, it's called Kicks Quilts. This will make it has four different sides. Actually, it has a pillow, a baby, a throw, a twin, a full, a queen, and a king. So it has enough in here to make all those different sizes. But do you see that? Now there's a lady in my quilt guild in Quilting Sisters of Color that made this, and I will post in the group her quilt so you'll be able to see how hers came out. But she paper pieced it. She paper pieced the whole thing, and this is by Latifa. All right. So now, and by the way, um, it's in Latifa safarstudios.com. I will add this. This is not on any of the links at the bottom, but I will add this. I'm gonna tell you another group of people that I like, a sassafras. Sassafras Lane makes a lot of paper piecing patterns. This is a book, a whole book of paper piecing patterns by Sassafras Lane. This one is called Arcadian Avenue.
Oh
It's
my, there's no way. Mm-mm.
girl, you could do it. You could do it, Ducky
Girl,
Wing.
don't even worry about it.
You could do it. Yes,
Won't happen. I
I'm
might do
telling.
quilts fast, but it won't happen. Not that.
Look, you and Miss look, you and Miss Eve. Don't say
Mm-mm.
no, because you said no to the first one. No, no, no.
Mm-mm. No.
So look at that. Oh, hey, Miss Linda Gray. Thanks for
Hey, Miss
coming out of
Linda,
the
hope you're well.
bushes. Yes. So see that by Sassafras. Sassafras. All
No,
right.
I'm not. I'm not doing it. Miss Sean gonna be the first one to do it because I'm
Oh,
that's too many colors and little pieces, and then I got to pull out the scan and cut and the microscope and all that. Anybody got
you
time
you
for all
you
that?
you ain't. Nope, nope, nope. She
Mm-mm.
will. Don't worry about it. Mm-mm.
I ain't doing it.
Okay.
You ain't worry
So
about it.
this one is by Miss Carol Doak. Let me tell you, Miss Carol makes a lot of patterns too. But this is one of Miss Linda's favorite. Now, Miss Linda like log cabins. She does a lot of log cabin paper piecing.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
See them strips? They just strips. Log cabin, log cabin, log cabin. Yes, look, not the microscope. Yes, ma'am. She be over there cutting up.
I want to see the inside of that book.
Mm-hmm. Not on my watch. Um,
Oh, Jesus, be offense.
but
Listen.
look. So look, here go one of her. I can show you the front page.
Mm, mm,
Whole quilt, girl. Whole quilt.
mm.
And it includes the pre-printed designs for the foundation. All you gotta do is make the copies. All you gotta do is make the copies.
And that book is called,
This one is called Show Me How to Paper Piece. Everything beginners need to know.
I wonder if that's digital.
I have it in my I have this one on my Amazon store for sure.
All right, let me go looky, looky.
Oh, Sassafras didn't have the accordion pattern, Miss Joy. What? I'll have to check and see if my distributor has it. But yes, so this one is for sure really, really cool. But yes. let me tell y'all, there are so, and I met this gentleman, and I got to go look at some of his because I really, if you've ever heard of Legit Kits,
Hmm.
Legit Kits, they were on, what's the name of that show? They were on the one where the
Shark
people,
Tank.
they were on Shark Tank.
Hmm.
Legit Kits has some amazing paper piecing patterns. What happened to you, Miss Linda? Oh, dang, we lost her.
Don't ask me what happened.
I don't know.
I
There
don't
you
know
go.
that.
So, see, this is why I be telling y'all I need to have the thumbs up because y'all know I got all the juice when it comes to quilting. Let me tell you something. I got all the things. Okay, so Legit Kits has paper piecing. This is why they made it, got the deal on Shark Tanks because of these kits. You see that? This is a legit kit. It's a rose. By the time you done paper piecing, now this one has all the fabric in here. But by the time you done paper piecing, you got a whole quilt top ready to rock and roll. But this is legit kits. This is their rose mini. They have a ton. If you go to their website, legitkits.com, legitkits.com. I bought this one at one of the shows a few years ago. Um, I'm gonna pay a piece of one day. Okay, we're gonna get to it. But Legit Kits has some. Let me tell y'all, you could go down a whole rabbit hole on the Legit Kits website because if you love animals, if you love just random beautiful things, they got all the stuff. Yes, their site is crazy, Miss Eve. Like they have some beautiful paper piecing things. And when they tell you that, hey, it's a lot of small pieces, it tells you how many colors, how many pieces. Like this one here, this whole thing has 459 pieces, probably why I hadn't started, and 81 different colors. But it's all in here. It is all in here. So I would just have to do it. I would just have
God
to
bless
do
you.
it.
God bless you.
I know
Hmm.
when I take a day or two off, I might work on it.
Hmm.
Maybe,
Maybe a
maybe,
week.
maybe. Yeah, yeah, with that number of pieces. But if you think about it, if you sitting around and you just pulling out your scraps, let me tell you. So now, the other young man that I met while I was at Quilt Market, his name is Julius. Let me tell y'all,
Hmm.
Julius is doing all the things. His website is Julius Handmade. He has an Instagram and everything else. But look at these. So these are some of Julius's patterns. You see this little I'm at whatever his little name is, and then the butterfly. That's all paper piecings. All paper piecings. Yes, yes, yes. All paper piecings. So let me just tell y'all, there are so many amazing paper piecing things. Now, Miss Layla, we're gonna bring it back to the top. So Miss Layla has this new pattern, y'all. It's mountains.
I think I seen that.
The mountains. Let me tell y'all, it is. It's all triangles, but it is beautiful. It's beautiful. So her name is Miss Layla Gardenia, I believe. But that's the lady whose patterns we're using today.
Yeah,
The
those are
the
pretty.
the
The
mountains
mountains.
are
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yes. It
And
is.
they're big pieces. So they're not small. They're big pieces.
Well, we'll think
And
about that.
so
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, look, I'm thinking about it too because I really, really like the mountains. I think the mountains would be amazing. So, hey, paper piecing, if you are looking for something to be more precise, to kind of get the precision on, all of that stuff, this is one of the things that can help you in your quilty life to make sure that your points are on point, literally. No
Mm-hmm.
point intended. All the points are intended. I mean, no pun intended. All points intended. Look,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it says, however we're going to go. But look, let me tell y'all something. So tomorrow, I will be on with Miss Joy, and we will be taking a deep dive into the scan and cut and how you can use your software on your scan and cut to do rhinestones. Because she getting ready to go to Miss Eve's event for the Bling Fest.
Mm.
So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Pacific Time, I will be on Miss Joy's channel. We will be using the scan and cut to cut some flock, bling out something. We're gonna bling on Miss Joy's channel using the scan and cut. So, and the scan and cut software. So if you've never seen the scan and cut software and see how it works, we're gonna be doing that on Miss Joy's channel tomorrow night. So make sure you be there. Go on over and make sure you can hit the notify me button over on Miss
Mm-hmm.
Joy's channel, and we'll be there tomorrow. But here's what else. What else for the good of the people? So y'all know they have those. What are those things called? Alphabetties. So
Mm.
I was working on why I needed them. I didn't. So I took my little 3D printer and was making me some my own version of
Yeah.
them. Miss Linda don't like these. She think they too thin for her, but for me,
Yeah, I need mine thicker than that. I'll put them on my 3D machines.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
So this will help me
And what
put
have
my
happened if
little.
you bump your fabric, and it fall off? The ones that I did find, um, they too flimsy. Like,
Well, see these. If it's this won't come off. I don't know how I'm gonna bump that off the fabric though. Like that's on there.
so let's say you A B C D E F G H I J. Okay,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
then you're grabbing one, then you're grabbing the other one, then you're like, oh my god, B and Q is missing. It fell off, or which one is which?
Oh.
I ain't got time for that.
Okay. You need to pin your stuff together. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I do like my little block. So this is, we can show you. So this is a 6-inch block here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 6-inch, my little quilter select ruler. And then the ones that we did today are the 8-inch
10,
blocks.
8. Mm-hmm.
Can you use glue? The reason for not using glue, Chrissy, on what she's talking on what we were just talking about is you're basically, so when you're getting ready to, so say for instance, we were going to work on the Courage quilt by Fabric Cafe, right? We had all of our A fabrics cut, we had all of our B fabrics cut, we had all of our C. So if you're putting them in order like that, then you're gonna have a B, and a C. And Miss Linda's saying, what happens if they get mixed up? And now you don't remember what your A and B and C were, then you kind
Write them
of
down.
SOL. Yeah, so writing them down is better. You really would want to use glue because that's gonna make the other stuff stick to each other.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna design something, so
Mhm,
I don't know.
mhm. Yeah. So, oh yes, I forgot about that, Miss Joy. Thank you for reminding me. So, guys, if you see the hype button, and I remember Rachel talking about this on her channel, there is something now on the thing called hype. If you can do click that hype button, it actually sends out
Yes.
the video to other people. It kind of hypes up the video, get other people to recognize what we're doing and seeing all the things here on the channel. So if you can do that, please do. I'd appreciate it. But yes, so I think we did what we came to do. We talked to people about paper piecing.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope you all try it. It is a very cool technique for all my new seamstress, new sewists, new embroiderers. You can embroider because you still got your block. If you wanted to embroider on this, add some applique to this, even some
Mm-hmm.
bling to it, you could do all that before
Mm-hmm.
you get ready to quilt and all that other stuff. So
Yep.
yes, you can do it. You can do it. So yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Miss Joyce. So after the video ends, then the hype button becomes available. Oh, Miss Spilling the Diversity, Miss Vera says she posted her blog. All right, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. So don't forget, if you want to try this, Miss Miss
Layla.
Layla
Mm-hmm.
has a sample that you can try. It comes with 5 different 6-inch samples in her sample pack, and all the different instructions of how to do it, as well as a piecing video. So if you think you need to go watch her video, you can, or just do the replay on this one, because I went step by step as I was doing everything. You guys heard me talk through it. That's why I'm kind of dry, parched. I probably need some water. Um, but that's what we did. We got your paper piecing for a beautiful block. And you can do the little ones too. Let me find my tiny one, because I did one out of this book, because this book is the little ones. Like literally, that's the size of the block.
I've been on got a headache.
I did it so quick though, Miss Linda.
So,
I was
Miss Shawn, I
surprised.
would have to blow that. I would have to blow. Hold up. Back up. I would have to blow that up.
So hold on. It's a little, I didn't press it down. So look, let me tell you. I thought it was gonna be difficult, but it was easier than I thought. And look how clean that looks.
Yes, it is very clean, and the points are pointing.
Yeah. So like literally, I mean that's tiny tiny. But hey, I did it. Okay, Miss Kristen, I will be looking to see yours. Miss Joyce said blow that. Look, let me just tell you. It was look, I mean, it did the thing. And it's tiny. It didn't take long at all. I think I might have did this all in less than 10 minutes. I was like, oh wow. The squaring it up. That was it. Now I just need to take the paper off. It's ready. Look, this is easy a cornerstone. It's easily a cornerstone for a quilt,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Easily a
I still
cornerstone.
would have to blow them up, Miss Shawn. It won't be no cornerstone.
I think if you try one just to see,
Girl, bye.
you might
Mm-mm.
love it. I think so. I really think
Thank you,
so.
Miss Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary.
Thank you, Mama. So I'm just saying.
Thank you, Mama.
Just saying. So, guys, I appreciate you all being here, Miss Linda. As always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have more coming in the upcoming week, so stay tuned for the members. Thank you all for being members, and look out, because this week I will be posting the information for our November sew along for the members. I think you're gonna love it. You voted. I heard you. We're doing applique, but here's the thing: if you do not have an embroidery machine, it's okay too, because you will be taught how to do applique with a sewing machine. So we're going to do applique with both embroidery and sewing on the members, for the members. So if you're interested, become a member. I'll be posting this week to the members. So we're November, our sew along is going to be
It's gonna be fun.
applique. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it, because I'm going to show you how to do applique, whether you have an embroidery machine or a sewing machine. So either way, you will be able to do applique. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Really,
very much.
really appreciate it. Where where do you post yours? So we have a Facebook group. So if you click download, I mean sorry, if you click in the link inside the comments, there is a link to the Facebook group, and so you can actually post your your block to the Facebook group. And for the members, I will be posting that in the members only. But I think because so many people miss the link where the link was stored, I think I'll go back to registration because I was trying to do it without all of that. But what I will do is post the registration link, and those who want to join the sew along, you'll have to register in order to get the information, okay? Because what I don't want is for you to miss it and you be like, oh my God, I missed it again. So this way it'll go directly to your email and not necessarily something you have to look for in the postings on the YouTube post, because that didn't work out so well. So I want to make sure that you're able to get all that information. All right. Well, thank
All
you
right.
again. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You all have a great rest of the week. Stay
Yes.
tuned. There's more stuff to come. I'm super excited about all the things that we're going to be doing. And we're going to post in the Facebook group what we're going to work on, because the next few Sundays are going to be like a series of things. And we're going to be working on one specific thing that I know you're all going to love. So I think you're going to like it. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the week, and we will talk with you later. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Thanks, Auntie, for coming. Bye bye.
Sunday Funday, oh so bright, stitching dreams in morning light, sewing fabric all day long. Thank you, watch us sing along. Great times here under the sun, threads and needles having fun. Live or replay doesn't fade. Appreciate this bond we've made. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band.